Sup? Yeah, that's my intro. Yeah, I just want to give a rest in peace to a close family member of mine, Darlene Miller. And I'll just get right into this video. All right, so long overdue. I need to go ahead and explain something dealing with generals that have debuffs. They're very important. I know a lot of my videos when I was classifying generals, majority of the time I will focus on PvP generals, and then I would say that some generals you should just get rid of, but they actually are more beneficial. And when you place them in other places, I know I did 2 videos dealing with certain cultures. I did it on the European culture and American culture, and since then I got a large backlog of mail informing me that some of these generals are better than I actually purported. Some I said directly. So I do want to go into. I want to mention one in particular as an example. We're going to go with Margaret the First as an example. She's a debuff general. She reduces enemy troops attack by 10% and reduces enemy mounted troops attack by another 20% when generals leading the army. Now, I'm not going to say she's not a great PvP general because of these things, but she's a better subordinate city general than she is a PvP general because her debuffs work while she's in the subordinate city. So this means that you can utilize this general in a subordinate city and get these debuffs, and meanwhile use another attack general, one that's going to boost certain troops as your PvP general. So you will put her inside of a subordinate city. And you know, sometimes when you come across these generals that are like this, you'll see another one who's personally one of my favorite generals. I used him for a long time as my PvP general, specifically because he was the best general I had at the time. But Wei King, he's one of my favorite generals. He reduces enemy ground troops and mounted troops attacked by 15%. He also increases your mounted troops and ranged troops attacked by 15% when he's leading the army. The debuff of this is reducing enemy ground troops and mounted troops attacked by 15%. This is an excellent general to put in your sub. He's one of your best. Another reason why these generals are better as sub general, because you will notice that they have very low attack and defense base points, 107 and 110 for him. You know, and then Margaret, I showed you, she had approximately, what was it, I believe 10, it was a 105 and 108 for attack and defense. This makes them better inside subs because, you know, the attack attributes and attack buffs apply when that sub is being attacked. You can simply take that off, let that general die, let all the troops in that subordinate city die. It doesn't really harm too much as far as power. Even if you connected, then your troops from your city will defend, but it will be using this general as the attack general and not your PvP general. This is one of the reasons why you wouldn't want to use this as a PvP general. You would rather use it as a subordinate general so you can get the debuffs. She has all debuffs. So, you know what I mean? This is somebody you want to use directly as a debuff. There are a lot of generals of this class. I'll give you an example. One of my favorite general, and he's only a legendary general, is the Undead General. As a PvP general, if you were to turn 8% of the defending enemy's wounded troops into dead troops, but also 8% of your own wounded troops into dead troops when the general is leading the army, then your main city army will lose 8% of their troops, you know, in that battle, simply because he's your PvP general, even though you want to go with an epic general in general. But generals such as him is perfect for subordinate city because the 8% will only apply to the subordinate city troops that you lose. It will be from the 8% of the subordinate city troops, but the 8% that the enemy lose will go to the entire army that you're attacking, or his subordinate city that he has attached when you're attacking his city. So this is very important as far as information. So you want to focus mostly on generals such as Martinez, who are all full attack generals. You know what I mean? They have no debuffs. They come with high attack base points, 120, 115. Electra is another one of those. Even though she has a 110 attack, 115, she's a full attack general. She's one of the top 3, actually number 3 in range generals. So it's real important that you take this as a note. And I wanted to put this video out because I already have 2 videos on 2 separate cultures, the European and American culture. And on some of those generals, I said it'd probably be better to sell. One of those generals in particular that I had said was better to sell. I believe I did a correction video on him already was Andrew Jackson. I did a correction on him already. I said he was better to sell. He has a low base attack of 102 and defense of 103. But in a subordinate city, he reduces enemy ranged troops attack by 20% and mounted troop health power by 20%. He is probably the #1 subordinate city general in this game. So just take note of that when you watch my older videos. Today's date is September 4th. Just take note when you watch some of my older videos when I speak on generals on this particular point. And going forward, when I start talking on generals, I will take that into consideration, the debuff general, whether you should keep or you should sell generals. Yeah, I'm back. I know I took a little hiatus. I had I had a lot of things going on. I had to move apartments. I had a death in the family. I had a whole lot of things that was just going on that kept me away from the game. And I'm back. I'm back to doing more videos. You're seeing more videos coming from me on a more consistent basis. And I'm out. You guys have a great day.